What's up, everybody? This is the Daily Dinger, and I am DG coming in on a Wednesday. We're getting right to it, but yesterday, this is the Daily Dinger, but it might as well change to the Daily Walker at this point because the dingers just aren't dinging, but we're still cashing these walks. Abreu yesterday with a plus 155 walk, Butler with a plus 171 walk, and then Arozarena and friends, they end up losing 22-0. So a bad day there, just overall for the Mariners. But today we have three guys that I love to go yard, and we're going to start off as some day games. And we're going to go with a guy who has a 12:35 Eastern time start, a guy that was banned last year, but he now is rising up from the ashes, and it is Oneil Cruz at a plus 361. He has 4 home runs over his last 9 games, which is obviously mean we're getting a little, he's getting his mojo back, we'll call it. But his power, being a lefty, comes against the righties. And so we're another righty today in Jackson Jobe, who has 2 starts on the season. He's allowed 2 home runs, both of those to the lefties. Decent weather now in Pittsburgh today. We like Oneil Cruz to go yard. And then also Oneil Cruz, he has 12 walks in his last 10 games. That is phenomenal. With a plus 130 against Jackson Jobe, who will walk people over a short stints. I like a walk at plus 130 for Cruz as well. All right, let's get to this next one. And that's going to be another earlier start as well. And that's going to be a 1:40 Eastern time start. And that's Matt Olson. Matty-O with a plus 326. He's facing Taj Bradley, who has been hit really hard by lefties this season. Olson's 2 for 6 with 3 hard hit registers against Taj just in his career. But the main thing I'm looking at is the Braves have kind of cooled off. I believe they've lost the last 3 series. Today is the rubber match. Honestly, they've lost the first 2 to the Twins. I think Matt Olson, now facing a guy who he has seen, but also a guy who struggles against lefties, is a chance for him to be a leader, the best player on their team this season, to break them out of a kind of a slump in a sense. I think that we're going to have Matt Olson go off today, whether it's hits, runs, and RBIs or walks, which the Braves usually draw a lot of walks. They've cooled off on that. But Matty-O is getting back to it. I think they get back to it just overall as a team. I think Matt Olson gets a dinger and a walk today against Taj Bradley. The walk is just at plus 105. I still think it's a great look. You can play both of these. If one of them hits, you're still in the positive. But home run, plus 326, a walk at plus 105. All right, well, make sure you check out our show today. It is our live show at 2 o'clock Eastern. I almost forgot for a second. It's been an early morning. But 2 o'clock Eastern, it's going to be Mark and Rob. They're going to hit on all the day baseball, as well as they're going to give their thoughts on the NFC and the AFC West. And so they'll have their chance to share about all of that, which me and Seabass did this past Friday. But make sure if you want to chat, if you want to ask your questions, become a member. It's very simple. Fam, get you a chance to chat. $2 a month. Baller status level, get you a play. I'm going to load up here shortly to the members only, as well as much more that's coming out, especially with football season getting started. All right, let's get to the last guy. And this guy, from what I heard, is the favorite of Robbie Long Dong, and that is Griffin Conine at a plus 390. Aaron Nola sucks, especially against left-handed hitters. But Nola has allowed 15 home runs over his last 10 starts. 9 of the 15 have come against left-handed hitters. The weather is great in Philly today. And so I like Conine, who's 2 for 5 against Nola. He's 1 for 2 just this season. I think Conine is going to be catching one today, just like he did last night. But also, Nola, 10 walks over his last 4 starts. Mostly all of these have been to left-handed hitters. And so a walk today for Griffin Conine, who has been in deeper counts against Nola in his career. A walk is plus 162. So we like Conine for the dinger at plus 390. A walk at plus 162. All right, let me give you my research, guys. This is going to be for the Mets. It's going to be Francisco Lindor, Brett Beatty. Both these guys facing up against Michael King. Great matchups. And then from the Yankees, Ben Rice is banned. he just has let us down too much, especially after the All-Star break. But Trent Grisham, the top three guys, Trent Grisham, Spencer Jones, and then Ben Rice, all great options against Bassett in Baltimore today. And so I like all of those for the research. Check them out. They're later games, so you have a chance to go ahead and do some digging in. But we still like our three guys. That's Conine and then Olson and Cruz, early games. Make sure you get all these in. Make sure you check out our live show today, 2 p.m. Eastern, as well as it's football. We have less than about a month of the Daily Dinger videos that are still going to be coming at you. And then mid-September, we'll eventually phase these out as we go into the football season once the dingers just keep dinging less. But maybe they heat up. Maybe we stay with it. But thank you all for watching. Thank you for being subscribers. We're en route to 2K. We're trying to get to 2,000 before football gets here. But thank you all. We'll see you around.